Okay guys, today is a very important video. I want to talk about TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, just social media in general. Social media nowadays has such a good algorithm where one video can consume somebody completely and make them scroll another 10 times. It can show you your dream lifestyle. For example, I don't frequently scroll on TikTok or Instagram, but it's soon found out that I had a dream to go to Switzerland, and now when I do go to posts and I see the reels, it's always about Switzerland and how to get there and all this and this and this, and it's designed so well to just keep you in. And now, of course, social media like TikTok and Instagram and Twitter can obviously be good. It can be a great space for information, and it is also very good if you're producing. But if you're consuming and you're entirely in the consumer space and you find yourself putting a lot of time into TikTok and Instagram, this video's for you, because I feel like everybody has scrolled a lot. Everybody has been a doom scroller, 8 hours screen time, 5 hours screen time, and it really is just wasting your time. It really is just a useless habit, a very, very bad habit. In fact, it's not even neutral, it's negative. So you're scrolling and you're just consuming all of this this content. This content might be it might make you compare yourself to others, compare the lifestyle to others, and you just feel shitty and you just feel like, oh, I'm just sat here just scrolling away. And unfortunately, a lot of people will just scroll their emotions away. If they're going through something, it's like a drug, they just pull it out, scroll, and they never actually identify with themselves. And now in my videos, you might know that I talk a lot about contemplating, thinking for yourself, and doom scrolling, and always filling that void with this scrolling and never truly identifying with yourself and emotions is going to be a very unfulfilling life, as you guys know. And so, yeah, TikTok strips this away from you. It strips your identity away from you, and it replaces it with everybody else's thoughts and feelings. And now this creates a sheep. You are now a sheep, and you now want to fit in with all the TikTok and Instagram people. And I'm not just saying this. Of course, if you're in the trap and you're watching this video, you might not truly see it until you're out of it. I just want to give you an example of what my life used to look like before. So in year 10 in school, I would go home, scroll on TikTok, feel shitty about myself, not really be getting anything done in life. And imagine if life was this gradual increase. I would just be plateauing. I'd just be staying the same, and it might even be more negative on my physical and mental health. I used to scroll on TikTok and Instagram for a long period of time, and this absolutely mushed my brain, completely mushed my brain. It's not called brain rot for a reason. Completely mushed my brain, and I was doing very bad in school. I had very bad friends. I was trying to fit in with the wrong crowd, and my life was honestly a complete mess. And then fast forward to year 11, when I finally decided, what the hell am I doing scrolling? I've got my GCSEs, and my GCSEs actually kind of give me that kick up the bum that I needed to quit TikTok and Instagram. So it started with me just reducing my screen time to get some extra revision in. And this started to compound over the following weeks. I even downloaded Opal, and then I moved to ScreenZen. ScreenZen's I think it was a lot stricter, so that's what I'm on now. That's what I still use currently today. And it just compounded over time. My screen time was going down by maybe 30 minutes each week, until it finally reached a point in where I was like, okay, I don't need this anymore. And it was like dropping an old toy on the floor, I'm gonna put the Toy Story clip, I don't need you anymore, or something like that. That's literally what it was like. And the next weeks, my brain fog, I became smarter, I became happier, healthier, and my overall emotion towards life, and everything about me completely changed. And I was like, whoa, I did not know it was affecting me this much. I would usually go home and scroll, but instead of scrolling, I'd be doing something important, in which I was procrastinating with that scrolling. So not only does it actually get you moving on in the grand scheme of life, so like I said, that chart, instead of being plateau, I was now gradually moving, starting to go. But it just, honestly, it clears your mind so much. Anybody who's in the middle of quitting, keep going, I promise. The reward at the end is super worth it. You will get your life back, you'll get your mind back, you'll become happier and healthier mentally and physically. And so keep going. But for the people that want to escape the kind of cycle, the trap that it has put you in, don't feel bad about it, by the way. The algorithm is designed very well, and us as humans, we do get bored. We do want to replace kind of that time where you could be doing something that, you know, maybe it's harder work, maybe it's a bit of effort, with that just scrolling. So for the people who really want to like get rid of TikTok from their life and Instagram, maybe not completely, maybe just it has you in a headlock, it has a bit of control over you, and you've realized that, and you're like, okay, maybe it's time that I start to, you know, back down a bit. So this is my advice to you. Don't just try cold turkey, which means don't just try immediately go, nope, none anymore, boom, and put it away, because unfortunately that's just not going to work. You're just going to pick the phone back up and forget you ever did anything. But if you start with small steps and slowly reduce your screen time over the following weeks, and especially if you download apps like ScreenZen, which kind of acts as like a mentor, it kind of just keeps over you, it gives you frequent reminders, you know, and it really keeps you accountable, which I think is absolutely great. Very smart app idea. So shout out ScreenZen, shout out Opal. They're two great apps you guys can use, and you'll see your results just compound and compound and compound. And as you get more done with your life, and as you get more dopamine from the real things in life, you'll notice how much better it is in the real world compared to the virtual screen. So it will eventually, at first, maybe the first few weeks, it might be hard, you know, it might be quite hard. It's like a train, you need to get yourself started a bit, you know. And as soon as you start progressing in like hobbies, or like just like mentally progressing, or just progressing in business, or whatever you wanted to progress in at first but you've been procrastinating with, you will eventually feel that euphoria, you'll eventually feel a dopamine, you'll be like, okay, this was more worth it, I'm actually moving now, I'm not stuck anymore, thank God. And then it becomes easier and easier until eventually you're like me and you don't need it, and you're in a forest in the sun. I woke up 1 hour ago, by the way. I woke up with a lot of energy today. I decided, okay, I'm gonna go for a walk with my dogs, I've got my dog with me, and I'm gonna go meditate in the forest. I just like start my day with an internally calm state, so how can you blame me? I mean, the sun's shining, it's better than scrolling, right? But that's it for today, guys. So if you want me to like go dive deeper into this topic, I promise I will. I've got a lot to say about this topic, I've got a lot of experience myself. Just let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.